Well, hello everybody. Look at this. I have Miss Diana Bowles, and we're a little bit amped up for this full moon. Oh, I'm hearing myself, Diana. Full moon. Uh, where am I? Lunar eclipse in Pisces, and boy, it's huge. I think it's huge. It's we've been doing. Uh, we both did shows on our channel earlier to kind of get to a certain point because I mean, we could talk about this moon for probably 5 hours straight and not cover it all. Depend. It's pretty.
Well, you
It's
know, because it's Pisces and Virgo, so it's going to be philosophy oriented.
yeah,
And once you get into one philosophy, you got to discuss the others.
so true. I love it, and I love going deep though. I just love it. I know you do. You know, we are out there. Um, we have both been, I don't know about everybody else. Let me ask everybody else. Have you kind of got yourself immersed into something today and you just like full focus on that? Diana was doing her paintings for the book, second book. Can you believe that? That is so cool. And I just kind of, I was guided to just go in and just be with myself. Being in nature would have been good. Red Dragon did that today. Um, it's a powerful moon in the respect, it's a powerful eclipse because not that they're not all powerful, they are, but this one is significant. I keep hearing myself, Diana. I'm sorry.
Well, I just turned this on so I could hear you, but
Okay,
I'm going
okay.
to switch back because you said you raised your volume, so I'm going to switch back from this microphone. It does sound very muddy, which isn't normal for this. So,
You
let
sound
me,
clear to me right now.
oh, okay. Then I'll leave it as it is for now.
I think so. Does everyone hear Diana good? Please let us know. You're welcome, Kay. Kay had put I had vertigo all day. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the full moon or the lunar eclipse. Yes, yes, yes. Fortunately, I don't get vertigo often. Yeah, it's kind of freaky when it. Oh, there goes my spouse. I thought I had turned my phone down too. Oh my God. But yeah, this eclipse is you got to know Pisces is frequency, right? It's all energy, it's spirit, and it's the ethers, it's everything, it's nothing, and but it's helping us remove what is blocking us from being on our authentic path. Because as these new frequencies come onto the planet and we're merging with them, we're reinventing ourselves. The the world around us is raising in frequency, and we have more say in that than I think I know I didn't know this. I think that we've been led to believe, because you are what you focus on. I always put that in my post. And today I was listening to somebody talking about the double slit experiment and how important it is to get a hold of your own focus and focus on that specifically, because Diana and I were talking in the back. Pisces is two fish swimming opposite directions. You could go swim with everybody else, and I'm not saying this to be like I'm better than anybody or we're better than anybody, but our community is more aware, more conscious, and we're the ones creating the new era. And that's, but we don't even know all the energy and frequency and vibration available to us. So we just keep doing, the way I get it, if you keep doing focus what your heart is focused on, what your heart prefers, and what you love and value, it's like those doors will just keep opening and opening and opening. You
Well,
getting that?
and it's, we also have to look at Pisces, which is the water, and it's
Yeah.
under the water. It's fish.
Yes.
And in that respect, their hearing is not the same.
Oh, good point.
Okay, so conversation, if you think about how whales communicate, how dolphins communicate, it's more sonar than it is verbal radar. It's like a bat. He sends a signal out. What bounces back to him is what he hears. So what he is hearing is his own voice.
Oh my God, I love that, Diana.
Right? And I don't want to say isolationist because fish travel in schools. But, and pods and whatever they're called anymore. But the thing is, it's like even frogs. They cannot hear certain frequencies of other frogs. They only hear frogs that are just like them. And so it is this difficult ability to understand everybody else's language.
So true.
And we also have to look at Pisces being the last sign of the zodiac. You know, I think I said it on the video this morning. You carry this burden on your feet. Everything, top to the bottom of your feet, is for Pisces carrying you around. So looking at where Pisces is in your chart, that house is going to help you figure out what it is you need to release to the waters, particularly because Saturn is already in there.
Yeah.
And back into Pisces, and Neptune is soon to follow. And in that, there's going to be a different type of fluidity finally. But the next time they go back into Aries, they're not going to revisit Pisces again. For another, well, Saturn will get there much sooner than Neptune will, but
yeah.
And as someone who I have Neptune in the 12th house, I think I made an error this morning and said my Neptune was in Pisces. It's not, but it's in the 12th house of Pisces.
Of Pisces. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. Cool. And so that makes somebody, like in Diana's case, very intuitive, very, and an interesting point. We hear voices from the other side. We hear spirit. I don't want them to say voices because that's not even doing it justice. We talk to the other side, or in your case, you have your dreams, which you have really deep dreams. You talk to the ETs. You go out on missions. That's somebody who can do that. Like with Neptune in the 12th house, is it in Neptune rules the 12th house. It also rules Pisces, which rules the 12th house. Right. What do you have Neptune in?
Neptune is in 12th house. It's not in Libra. It is in what's right before Libra? Virgo. Virgo. So hello.
I mean, they're very psychic.
So this is, so often I have to unplug. I do things that make me selfish, even though that's not my intent. Like when I start painting, my brain is no place else.
And that's what we do when we get creative and we immerse ourselves, right? And that's that old programming of the systems of domination and control, which I'm so glad they're dissolving, because they said that you're being lazy. You're not allowed to be into what your heart's into. It's not productive, say, and kind of. And it's hard. It's hard to break through that shit, man. But I understand, but I think it's amazing. You know, she
Right.
had,
Well,
the,
right, because there you are again. Everything else is blocked out because I'm hearing the frequencies of the paintbrush on the whatever I'm using, canvas or paper or whatever it is,
oh
or
man.
mushing up the paint, or I mean, and anybody who writes
Mm-hmm.
or does artistic, something creative, anything, you get into that zone and you become one with the paper, man.
I love that. And that is a frequency. And this is what Pisces is all about, frequency. And we have a choice because of this eclipse. Something is going. So we get to choose your frequencies. This, if we don't choose them, kind of gets chosen for us, and you want to be consciously aware of that. And that Virgo South node is taking all of that stuff that we want to release and taking it away. Let it go, let it go. But what was interesting to me was that last new moon in Virgo on the 23rd of August was 0 degrees. The next one is on the 21st of September. It's at 29 degrees, the last degree. And right now, today, this moon, this Pisces moon was at 15 degrees. So it's like a beginning, middle, end. But we have more control than we realize, because yes, the frequency from spirit is coming down, and Virgo is making it manifest into something material on earth plane, right? But we're merging both spirit
And
and
what's important is about this is the sun is at 15 and the north node, the south node is at 18. So boom, chakalaka. And so they're supporting what you're letting go of in order
Mhm.
to move forward. And who moves so fast? The sun.
Right.
And then when you go down to the south, to the north node in Pisces, the moon is conjunct the south node.
Mhm.
The north node, opposite. So again, we have that conjunction that supports what the other thing is that you need to do in
Mhm.
order to move forward, in order to make the space by
and
letting go.
and that's so cool. But up there with the sun is Mercury in Virgo at 10 degrees. So there's that more frequency coming in because you got the sun and Mercury in Virgo.
Yep, but there's a little handicap there. We have
Yeah,
the hammer of Thor,
yeah. Okay, explain that. I want
right?
to show everybody. Here's our moon. I found my man was looking at me today like, hey. And I was like, oh, that's the color of the moon today.
Little dot.
Little dot. Now it went to a different color. Oh well, we can
Uh,
change it. But yeah, tell me about the hammer of Thor. I didn't even.
oh no, I was just going to say it is, we've got that square between the moon and Pluto, and then
Yeah,
we've got Mercury and the sun
yeah.
creating the axe end, right? So
And,
clang
and
bang, Maxwell Silverhammer's coming down. So this is the deeper stuff that isn't just going to
right,
disappear. The stuff that
right.
we have to keep, the shadow work that keeps pulling us back. And that is definitely what Neptune will be about when he gets back into Pisces, and he's close enough. His degree is what, 28 degrees today?
Who? Neptune is at 1.
Zero. Oh, I'm looking at Saturn. Sorry.
I have 111, and then I got Saturn at 2932. But this was for today, 2 in the afternoon.
I'm looking at August 30th. Hold on.
But what else was cool, Diana, was the sun in Virgo with Mercury. Mercury's at 10, the sun's at 15, and Orcus is at 16 degrees. And that Orcus wants to uncover the truth. It's another asteroid that we've been looking at. And
Yeah.
and and it's very, very prominent in these going forward, what's going to be prominent in the next, the partial solar eclipse, that's going to be 29 degrees Virgo. And that's when we're going to have a good handle on all of our ducks in a row. I'm not saying all the ducks are in a row, because I don't think that ever happens, but there'll be more clarity for us to go forward, to create, to be a free, divine, sovereign being of unconditional love, because that's what we are. And the old rule book is what I want to say, is what's being dissolved. That is no longer, there is no rule book. We're creating the new era and the new ways forward. I don't even want to use the word rules, because I don't like rules and systems personally, but a lot of people, like to have structure. But I feel that is, most of what we have been living under in these systems has been life negating. It isn't for us to grow and expand and thrive. It's for us to be afraid, and I was getting real heavy to change that focus off of that fear, because I do it. I get myself wrapped up and I'm like,
Oh,
and
yeah, because this is also be efficient. This is the sun in Virgo.
yeah,
Be efficient. And you're
detail.
going to drive yourself crazy with it, right?
Yeah.
So we've got Mercury squaring Xena and Chiron. And you just want it to be the way you want it. The efficiency of perfection in order to what? With Chiron, what is that? Take care of your health. And it's that time of the year. Like if you're located in my area, you're getting the smoke from the Canadian fires. I wake up with a sore throat if I've spent too much time outdoors.
Wait a minute. Chiron and Xena, 25, 26 Aries. Am I right?
And Mercury is squaring them.
Mercury's at 10.
Or square and a half.
Square and a half. Okay. And that Jupiter is in play, and that Jupiter's in Cancer, and it wants safety, security, wants to feel at home. How do you feel? You got to let the Virgo details, the overcritical, the judgmental Virgo out of your mind. It's got to be asked to leave. Let that go with the eclipse, because we all have that really severe, taskmaster inside of us that really does hinder us, right, in a lot of ways. And it's just natural. It just keeps coming in. But that Jupiter there is saying, Jupiter's expanding your safety, security, your home.
Mercury is a square and a half to that Xena and Chiron.
I'm sorry.
So, these are chronic issues, which right now, if everybody would please put in your heart, Cartomancy Mesquite Angela.
What happened?
She's on her way to the hospital. She needs extra light and love and support right now. And so everybody, as you're saying your blessings at night, please keep her in mind. She's been through a lot with having surgery back in the early days of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never quite healed correctly. And it's reared its ugly head the past week. And so she needs our support. So please take a minute.
I'm wrapping her in gold sparkly light. And I'm going to use Angela as an example. These types of things will come up during this eclipse season to be healed and cleared. It's not that
well, it's not just water.
Something was missed.
It's our urinary tract. It's our elimination tract. And we have to look at this in all realms. Because that Chiron, that square and a half with Chiron, that is the chronic issue. And so something that is chronic in your life is what is going to come back again, right? And so it's tending to it. It's making sure you stay on top of it, whether it is through diet or energy work or both, or doctor's care. You know, I'm not a doctor on TV, but I
Mhm.
play one.
Or
But
alternative energy healing,
yeah,
anything is going to
right.
come in and play a part. Because I'm doing a fast for a few days, a water fast, because that Virgo is your gut. It'll reset your. Okay, this is just me doing. I'm not suggesting anyone else do it, but it will reset your gut. It'll reset your entire system just to take a few days and not eat or drink anything except water, or I'll probably have watermelon because it's mostly water anyway. But I
Well,
love to eat.
even myself with my ceiling caving in. But
Hmm.
what did Saturn do? It dealt with the skeletal structure of
Yep.
that plumbing. And let me tell you, kids, it looked like an octopus furnace that was originally a coal furnace, then was converted to gas as time went by. And then, so there's arms all over the place, right?
And this is what it's doing. It's uncovering down to the bones, down to under, in a lot of cases, to the molecular structure. It just is like we were saying earlier. Pisces is everything and nothing, so it can be anywhere in that spectrum. But I've known personally 4 people with plumbing problems, water coming through.
Oh, yeah.
You were one of them. And I was like, oh man, I remember last time Neptune was doing that. Remember all those plumbing problems I had at my
Oh,
own house?
oh,
And it's
yeah,
just,
and Allie and
yep,
hers. And
yep.
so with that Saturn back in Pisces, he's showing you the skeletal structure that has to be taken
Mm,
care of, or your own skeletal structure,
yes,
in order to return to the fluidity of life, of being able to enjoy every movement that you make, or or your teeth, or the
absolutely.
guts of your car.
Mm-hmm.
Think of all of those things. Like I realized I overfilled my oil.
Mm,
So I took it right back right to my dealer and said, "Okay, I did it again. I need an oil change before the oil change is ready because I overfilled." It's not even a new dipstick. It's from a 2010 car, but the dipsticks are like there's a hole in a hole, and I remember the dipsticks from the 50s and 60s. 1 quart low, 2 quart low, 3 quart
mm.
low. Every quart was measured. Now it's this big gap in a notch. If
And
you go
that's
over that
fluid.
notch, you're in trouble.
Right, and it's serious. You don't want to go over that notch. And this is a fluid, and that's Pisces, all fluids, lymph, anything in the cars, anything like that. It could be anything. And we're just at the first we're at the first eclipse. Even though I think that new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees on the 23rd was the beginning, opening stages of
It,
this.
it
It's
sure.
like extra. It's an extra because it's too much. There's too much like bookends there. 0, 29 degrees, and we're going to clear out. Spirit is asking us. It's our choice to clear out and to resolve all these things that are coming up, and we don't know because guess what? Uranus went retrograde yesterday, so anything can happen. Anything.
He's still there.
and but as I'm getting it individually, this is helping all of us to be in spirit, helping all of us align onto our new path. As I'm getting for the collective, boy, I was walking around and all of a sudden I saw somebody flick on a light switch and the roaches and the bugs were flying everywhere. And I heard that's going to be the news cycle. That's going to be, I knew that was the government. You just know what you're saying. And I was like, holy crap. They said, yeah, everything now has been hidden or buried is going to come up to be released. Now, remember, um, eclipses go from 3 to 6 months prior to 3 to 6 months after. I think this is such a big one. It's going to go to that next March eclipse, because that's when Diane and I see things starting.
Well, isn't this also like closing the eclipses at this time in 2022?
2022 and 2020, because where Saturn's at, that's closing a Saturn cycle from 2006.
Yeah.
I think, and I just saw it. I have stuff written everywhere. I don't even know. And I kept getting Float On. You know that song, Float On? Modest Mouse. It just kept playing in my head. Let go of the baggage, let the past, deep hidden stuff. And I mean, we're, we don't know until usually after the fact what's going on. And Pisces is the mystic. That's I'm just going on what I wrote here. Time to be reset. Let it fall. If something's leaving, let it. Don't you think, Diana? If something is trying to leave your life or a relationship or in your job, whatever, as soon as we release, the cool thing is that spirit and our spirit teams come in with a whole new surprise, for our next best step. We're very intuitive. Diana was saying how many downloads she's been getting. I mean, off the charts. And she's already gets them.
You know what song's been coming to me? Sly and
What?
the Family Stone. Tell me something good.
Is that Sly or is that?
Tell me that you
I can't
love
remember.
me. I thought it was Sly.
I got Shaka Khan the other morning. I don't even know what song it was. I know, with that one where she says that. And then this was interesting. The Sabian symbol for 16 degrees Pisces, because you go a degree ahead with Sabian symbols, was the flow of inspiration. Is the flow. I mean, you couldn't a better definition for what's going on. And I kept getting this too. But remember in February, March, April, when we had that Pisces pile up, and we kept suggesting to everybody to imagine, go in there and imagine and dream. I'm getting that real heavy because this month is another one to go inside, let yourself dream. What is that life that you see that you would prefer to exist in if you're not already? Allow yourself to dream big. That's a big thing, because we take the dream, right? Everything that has been created, invented, or anything started with a thought. Think about that. If you can think it, it can be created. Matter. Oh, I saw this the other day. What matters to you turns into matter, physical matter. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway.
Well, tomorrow the hammer of Thor is going to shift a little bit.
Right?
It's going to be
Uranus. Where's it at? I'm sorry.
Well, today it is the moon and Pluto, and the point then is the sun and Mercury.
Oh, cool. Okay, I see it.
Okay.
And that Orcus is there too, right there.
Right.
Sun and Mercury. I mean, and Black Moon Lilith is playing a big, huge part in this too. It's she was it square? Where was
well, by degree tomorrow when it shifts, it's going to be Uranus and Gemini instead of it's the moon to Uranus and Gemini with Pluto at the point. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, all these outer planets are constantly being lit up, and they're all retrograde. Jupiter's going retrograde soon. I think October 10th. But as they're all retrograde, there's that's and it's a good thing really, because we're all reimagining what it is we prefer, right?
Yeah.
And as we do that with them, when they all go direct around February, March, we'll have more clarity on direction. But I was really getting a lot about the politics.
Yeah, and well, and Hammer of Thor, if you don't drop it on your foot, it can be very positive for you because
Yeah,
it's you use it to help yourself know to eliminate what it is that no longer serves your purpose, and that's what this is about. Like, okay, I can piss and moan all I want about that ceiling and the pipes and every. I mean, there was one pipe in there that had a 3 foot long crack in it.
damn.
It was cast iron. It was meant for gas. It was not supposed to be used for water. But in
Oh my,
1969, they didn't have
PVC.
the understanding. Well, they had it, but they didn't have the understanding of the how PVC is actually better
Yeah,
than copper. So they were poking their fingers through the copper that was so rusted out because it was so big and so thin. And then cast iron, that should have been a real copper pipe, right? At
right.
any rate, so I can do anything I want about that. But the blessing in disguise is the kitchen has had everything moved out of it. I took out a table that I've been wanting to take out for a long time. My
Cool.
brother happened to find at our favorite store, curbside.
Let
You know, when you go get something that somebody threw out.
me turn that light
So
back.
he picked up this awesome oval table that had a glass top that had gotten busted, but the table was fine. So he painted it white for me yesterday. The other table is going downstairs to the basement. It is there, so he can repair it to be used someplace else or gotten rid of. Just don't want to try to sell it while it's broken or it just needs new glue. Anyway, so there's that. And the kitchen's going to be painted, and so will the dining room. So by the time the holidays are here, those two things will be fresh and ready to go.
That's
And
cool.
and I'll have the colors that I prefer.
And see how things, even though it's all convoluted, they fell into place. That's a really good
Yes,
point, because that is what's happening. What seems like the biggest pain in the butt turns out to be a blessing in disguise for you.
right.
You
It
know.
made me it made me move stuff, and it's making
Yeah.
me move even more stuff, even though like I have a bulletin board that'll go back in the same spot. I have structural chippy, junky stuff that I really, really love. And those things will go back in the same spot because I'm still going to do my bulletin boards for Halloween and for Christmas and for all the seasons that I do. So, in that having been said, that's the blessing in disguise. I
Hmm.
could I could sit and sulk about another big cost, but no, that's not the way to look at it, you know?
Right. I mean,
I'm
and you have a honest person fixing it. You have your
Yeah,
brother's help. You know, that's all that's a blessing. So many people get ripped off by handymans, you know, sometimes. I shouldn't
yeah.
say all the time. But
But I've
they,
got a really good handyman and who does the big heavy lifting jobs because he's got a
mhm,
crew. And then my brother comes up and is my handyman for the short stuff that he can handle on his own without needing a crew. So,
let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Kay, Mal,
yeah,
June.
now that we're here for half an hour.
Yeah, we're probably gonna go late because we're like just floating along with this energy. Hi, Leah. Hi, Red Dragon. Warrior Widow, good to see you.
Yeah, Amanda
Barbara
King,
Berkman, good to see you. Sorry. Annie
Barbara
Bear,
Berkman, Annie Bear,
Annie Bear's here. Annie Bear's she's
and
out
Bob.
there sharing her wisdom. I love it. I love it. I love it. We're
Thanks for
all,
the prayers, everybody.
hi, Gina's Place. Yeah, Diana is streaming, so if you could like, share, subscribe to both of us, please. It helps the algorithm. And there's Oil Painter and Denise McMullen, I'm sorry. Cat Mama, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Mary Thornberry, good to see you. What? Anyone's eyes getting like blurry all the time? My eyes are always going blurry. Um, mm, but it comes and goes. It's weird.
Yeah,
Debbie at
I put
3.
castor oil.
Yeah, I'm going to do it tonight
Yeah,
for sure.
I gob it in there to sleep with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting eyebrows.
Oh,
Imagine that.
cool. Debbie 3 shifting veils. Let's see. Wow, I didn't realize so many people were here. I'm sorry, I was over there just yapping away. Hypnicity, good to see you.
Yeah.
She's asking for healing for
Hey,
her household seasonal cold. It
Robert.
actually it's a really good sign, because what that's doing is removing the toxicity out of your cells during the eclipse. That is really a good thing. Anybody having any kind of issues like that, it's releasing. It's, the spirit does this for us all the time. I mean, it's just how nature is, Mother Earth. But on an eclipse, I'd say that's a really powerful release. It's peeling off a deep layer. Hi, Amanda Carroll.
Sherry
Um,
is here. Hi, Sherry.
Judith Anderson, Rainbow Dragon. Who'd you say? Sherry from the swamp? Hi, Sherry.
Yeah, Sherry Swamp.
Rossi's here. Good to see you, Rossi.
So let me run these down. I wrote down a sentence or two for wherever your moon is. What
Oh,
might be
no.
going on in your chart? So
Mm-hmm.
Aries, if you
Hi,
have a
Mary.
moon, this is emotional for you. Where is your broken heart? Where is the
Mm.
loss? Where is it that you carry this grief with you? This is a perfect time to release that old paradigm
Good
and
night,
find a
Barbara.
way, and find a way to just move on from it.
Mm.
Grief
Yeah.
is a fun thing, but whether it is the loss of a relationship or one of our fur babies,
Mm.
or just leaving one home to move to another, and there's things about the old home that you miss. It's okay, but let it go.
Is that for
And
Aries? Is that what
yeah,
you said? That one was for Aries? Just let
Aries.
me, one more person. Hi, Swampy63 and Sherry. And I just want to get to the back. Lauren Hunsinger. I'm sorry. I thought I was down to the end and I wasn't. Oh, I got there. All right, guys. And if there's any questions, put them in caps. And Rossi needs to replace the water heater. Yep, it's crazy.
And
How about
speaking of water, put a couple jugs out tonight.
What's Sherry saying? I've been trying to reach you both to be my guest on my channel. Oh, I love that. Please, yeah.
How am I missing that?
I know it. I don't know how I missed it, but we're
We're in.
definitely down. I think she's down with it. Diana
We're
would be down.
Yeah, absolutely, Sherry. Absolutely.
Crystal Ascension, good to see you. Ruby Red Slippers, Sal Rods, good to see you all. My goodness, what a nice crew, and it feels so good. The
Yeah,
energy just feels really nice. All right.
for sure. Okay, so now if you have a Taurus moon, this is good because this is all about the abundance, and now we're watering everything so you can grow corn. Hello. You're an earth sign, and so you have this diamond strength in your visions right
Oh,
now. And abundance is at the gate for you to have. Manifest, go ahead. You have guardianship. If you have a Gemini moon, are you in crisis mode?
mm.
What is going on? What are you dwelling on that you need to let go of? That is just this deep, deep abyss that you have to wait until it begins to float up to the surface because you're never going to get there dwelling on it.
Oh,
So let it go, right? Get out and do things with others, do things that you like, that interest you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Cancer moon, the art of listening and the voice of communicating, listen to others for their story, because that way you can give the proper advice that they're seeking. You don't have a Cancer moon. Don't worry about that. But it's just that it's where sometimes misinterpretations come in is
Yeah,
you don't say this is what I heard you say.
right.
Now, when you do those little things like that, when something confuses you, then understanding comes in instead.
Clarifies what you're saying. And
Yeah.
isn't that what we were talking about in the back? Like everybody's been going through it like the last year or two. It's almost like you couldn't
Well,
communicate
yeah.
properly to everybody. And it's like on different wavelengths, and now everybody's becoming more of who they,
Yeah,
more
that was
downloaded with the energies.
yep, that's the Saturn and Neptune in Pisces.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
here we go again. Tell me something good.
No,
Okay,
I hear that song.
right. And just those little things make old relationships brand new. And
Mm,
mostly it's about your partners, the people that you're the closest to that it takes you back to childhood when you screamed at each other and slammed the door and stay out of my room. Leo, attention to what you need and not what you want.
mm.
That's the contrast, because sometimes we'll just think about how Mick Jagger said it, you can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you get what you need. Just the basics right now,
What
just
I
the basics.
could say. Just the basics.
Virgo, yeah, right? Virgo, let things come and go without expecting certain rewards, because it is you who seeks this perfection, and it is you that wants acknowledgement for the fact that you did it. And sometimes it's only you who noticed that it happened because you're so good at it. Everybody gets that from you all the time, so they
Right.
don't know that there's anything extra going into this.
Yeah. You
So,
just expect it.
right, let things come and go.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Just go about doing it your way and love yourself for what you are capable of doing. Libra, you need to plant the seeds of self-knowledge, right? It is you've got to let go of the false narrative. You show the world your inner self for a change. And this is one time where you don't have to be the lawyer, where you don't have to be the judge, where you just let it go and be your inner self. And
mm-hmm.
if it's out of balance, then it's okay. That happens to
Mm-hmm.
all of us sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Scorpio, take
Okay.
take the risk. Scorpio, sometimes you dwell too long, and emotionally you need to just let go and take the risk.
Mm.
Assess what that this moon can bring you in this offer. So somebody may be making you a literal offer. You know,
Nice.
work it out. Certainly examine both sides, but this is a lucky moon for you.
Yeah.
Right. Sagittarius, you also have good luck coming your way, and a better design on fate headed in your direction. It's about attitude towards profitable turn in fortune. And ooh, 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 my Sagittarius moon is happy about that. Capricorn, tricky Mercury,
Mm.
looking straight at you,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's showing you the tight spot that you're in. Keep your integrity, because you're so good at that. Keep your integrity as you navigate out of this tight spot.
Mm. That's so
Don't
important.
right,
Yeah,
right,
for all of us. Yeah.
right, and yeah, there's a message in here in all of these for all of us, because the moon goes through all of those signs every month,
Every month. Yeah.
right? And so what's next? Aquarius. Another. Trust is the key. Aquarians, there's
Mm,
difficulty with trust because
mm,
of your electric moment. This is it. Make no mistake. Here's another song coming at you, and that Aquarian is also fixed. It's a fixed sign, and so as creative as that sign is, it gets fixed on how it's supposed to be and what you want it to be. But sometimes it's, again, going with the flow and navigation. So this is something comes in that you're going to have to repair. So be careful. Don't act too fast. Take your time on things. And then we get to Pisces, and this one is for you, honey. Fresh starts, culmination of emotional trends, maintaining boundaries, what you have
mm,
a problem with,
mm.
maintain boundaries, the ones you need to set and align yourself with.
Love it. That is really cool. I like that. We could do. Let's do that every time we get together. The moons, if you feel like it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I can do that. Yeah, it
Cool.
was the first time I did something like, well, it's not the first time I did that, but it's the first time I did it and wrote it down.
Wrote it down. I know it's so hard to focus. Oh my gosh, Mom, I got stuff written everywhere. But Mary Thornberry has a good question. In your show earlier, you were talking about the North Node is important with this blood moon. Can you talk a little about that? Absolutely. The North Node, and that's how eclipses are tracked, right, is by the nodes, the moons and the nodes, and they're close. Anyway, that North Node, oh, sorry, a North Node in Pisces is the collective direction forward. So when we stop at 15 degrees in Pisces and we have a total lunar eclipse, it's like, okay, to me, it's like, okay, got to stop here and you got to release what's not going further for your way forward to be optimal for you. That's how I see it. How do you see it, Diane?
Well, like I had said earlier, I think what's the most important thing is that the sun is conjunct the south node and the moon is conjunct the north node. So
Mm-hmm.
they are bouncing together so
Mm-hmm.
that you are able to complete this circle.
Mm-hmm.
Because that south node with the sun is what to let go of. And the sun, we always think of the sun as the way forward. Well, the sun is opposite the north node, which is the way forward. And when we think of the moon resting and just, letting it go, relaxing for the night, putting your head on the pillow,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, now it's next to the north node, which is the way forward. So it is a complete circle, and you can see it happening.
Yeah.
Just like letting go of that table in the kitchen, letting go of this leak I've been chasing, letting go of the fear and emotion that goes with this kind of stuff when you're only fighting yourself. Because the north node and south node is your axis. Both of them will remain at the same degree no matter what sign they are in. They will be perfectly aligned with each other as an opposite. But if you look at an opposition as a conjunction at a distance, who are you fighting? You're only fighting yourself.
And that's a south node and north node. They are always opposite. That's why she's bringing that in. And this north node is big. I mean, this south node is big, and the sun is illuminating that south node. It's illuminating what needs to be let go. Let it go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they're both illuminating
Yeah.
because that moon is showing, okay, you really like this. Why aren't you doing it?
No. Yeah. That's so true. Yeah. It's like, why do we? it's kind of like we hold ourselves back or hold ourselves hostage until we get everything done and lined up perfectly. And that's that part of the Virgo that needs to go, right? You just gotta, why can't you do something if your house is a mess? I have a hard time with that, but I've been getting better and better at it, you know. And it's like it's changing these deep-seated beliefs, and that could be eclipse too. Thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, they can be eclipse.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually have to be something physical. That's that Pisces. Everything and nothing could be anything in that realm of,
Yeah. The moon conjunct the north node opposite the south, shining a light on what needs to be let go of.
mhm,
The sun conjunct the south node, shining a light opposite, showing you the way forward.
mm,
Fulfill your dreams.
yeah. Let
Make
yourself
make your calling, right? Make your calling your career.
right. Allow yourself. Allow yourself to enjoy life and thrive in life. Like I know that wasn't a thing for me until we got to COVID and I met all of you and we were home,
Yeah.
doing our thing here. But what did Judith is having a fire pit? That would be so cool to have a fire pit right now. Aaron has, as an Aries sun, Pisces moon. Both messages hit to my core. Thank you, guys. Oh, I'm
Oh,
glad you're lurking.
I'm glad you're here any way you can be. That's great. I'm glad that
Yeah,
the message hits.
absolutely. And then Red Dragon has where?
Both are 16 degrees of what signs, honey?
Yeah, what signs?
Maybe they are Pisces and Aries, but I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think she's in Aries.
And I had my bonfire yesterday
Oh,
while my
cool.
mother was here. So I burned corn
Oh, nice.
and got rid of some old bills that were paid and, paid
That's,
up, paid in full. So threw them in the fire.
that's always nice. Get that. Yeah, I did a little clearing ceremony today with a candle and stating out what I wanted to release out to for myself and for the world. I just like this is kind of clearing the way for our ascension. Ascension is, to me, as you raise in frequency, you become freer. Humanity becomes freer to live in peace and harmony. And that was really weighing on me today. How that the powers that were are doing everything in their power to keep us looking at their crappy reality show, and the more energy they have pointed towards that, the stronger they become. But it's almost like, well, how do I not look and not know what's going on at the same time? So it's that, like, take it in small doses. Oh, I got this one thing today. Where'd it go? What's good? Da, da, da. I have too much stuff. I got this. We are the bridges between the old reality. The old is dissolving. The new is we're creating it. And we are frequency stabilizers. I thought that was really cool.
I
Yeah.
like frequency stabilizers.
Yeah. So, and that's exactly what we are, what we've been doing. And, keep that solid foundation of truth, integrity, authenticity, heart-centered, soul-centered, love and accept ourselves. There's one other thing here.
Yeah, Crystal Ascension wants to hear Leo again. She missed it.
Sure.
Right. Pay attention to what you need rather than just what you want. Just the basics right now. That is what you should have. And just think of the Rolling Stones, you can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes you'll get what you need. That's what you need to use as your mantra right now.
Um, I have a Leo moon, so I get that all. It makes sense to me. Um, it's Barbara has a. Where'd I go? My darn eyes are like Hypnicity's nodes are retrograde. I think everybody,
Yeah,
all
those
the
are
nodes are always retrograde. Yeah.
they're the only, well, they're not the only thing, but they move clockwise in the chart. Everything else moves
Mm-hmm.
counterclockwise. I
I,
know it's so hard to believe, but
yeah,
we're looking at a flat piece of paper and not laying on our backs looking up at
at
what's
the
really going
point.
on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's normal. Barbara, I have a Leo North node and an Aquarius South node, and
So then that aspect
I
to you've got like a half a square going on between Leo and or a square going on between Leo and the Pisces and Aries dynamic, right? So
mm-hmm,
that means things are challenging,
mm-hmm.
right? And the nodes are based on the moon. The eclipses are based on the nodes. So you look at it right now, your moon is your nodes are also squaring the moon and the sun, not just the nodes that are in the sky.
That's right.
So you have to compromise with yourself and you need to change the story.
Yes. This is all about changing the story this eclipse season. If we keep doing what we've been doing, we're going to keep getting what we've been getting. You got to really change your thoughts and beliefs and see a higher perspective, see a better the dream you have. See that as reality instead of saying, "Oh, it can't happen because of this and that." Well, it won't happen if you say that. Um, in
You've
fact,
got a pretty good uh, trine with the Taurus to Pisces, trine and a sextile, right? Look at the chart. I should look at the chart. But you have supportive going on between Taurus and Aries and between Scorpio and Pisces. Those are trines to those signs. So you have good support system going on and you're not going to fight yourself so much. And at 16 degrees, your stuff at 16 degrees, the nodes going retrograde are going to hit your 16 degrees. They're at 18. The sun has moved on from the exact time of the eclipse, and so has the moon. So they're a couple of degrees ahead now as well. The sun is probably like almost a whole minute ahead, right? I don't know what time it egresses into tomorrow, but because
and
if it does 16, it'll be like 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that by the time
mhm.
it gets into the next degree of 17. So you're in a good place as far as that inner argument.
It's hard with that Scorpio North Node Taurus Scorpio because they're both very
And I
adamant about.
right also, so knowing that that's where they are, you gotta this these little advices that I just gave out for
Mhm,
whatever your moon sign is, they can apply to the nodes too, because like I said,
mhm,
that's all about the the moon anyway.
mhm, yep, and it is us. It really is spirit asking us to clear out whatever is blocking your path and let it go. And
Yeah.
don't let the Virgo part of you, because we're all signs, tell you it's not perfect, it's not right, it's got to be this way or that way or whatever, because that's, if anyone's like me, I let a lot of my Virgo, because I have Mars and Pluto conjunct Virgo, and I was so hard on myself. And I had to really let things go. I had to just, there is no perfection. Being imperfect is perfect. I had to get to that point with it.
Well, and my North Node is in Aries, so I can see how that Aries moon advice on letting go of this emotional baggage, this loss, this grief. I have some of that. I mean, we all do. So there's a message in all of that for all of us by all means.
Mhm,
But you know, there's grief that I carry that is hard to shake.
mhm.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda, you know?
Yeah,
Let it go.
yeah. Why didn't I do that perfect? That's, or why did I do it that way? Or the people or places and things that we lost.
And some
Um,
of the best ways to do that is just lean into it.
and face it. Yeah, like I love you. I love you anyway. I mean, that's really, we're here. We got this far along the path with all the decisions and experiences we experienced, and I mean, now's the time to thrive, to live fully. We are the front line ascension. That's a huge, huge thing. We got ourselves playing so small in a lot of respects, and we gotta honor that who we are. I mean, look how far you come just in 5 years. We are just totally different than I would have. I'm shocked at how much change has happened.
Right.
You know, and
So this is the last lunar eclipse of this year, and
mhm.
it's going into Pisces. And I just pulled Return to Spirit cards, and I want to show these so bad. I got
Go
to just
on,
butt in and do it.
go ahead.
If you watched the dream show the other night, I got this card, Fearless. Well, it just came out
Oh,
again.
I love that.
But I love the rest of this too because this message is fearless, shifting,
Oh,
the best is yet to come, power.
oh, I love it.
Oh,
Those are cool
so,
cards. I never saw
right?
those, and that's exactly what's
Fearless,
going on.
fearless shifting power. We can change the paradigm.
And that's it. We got it. And if we need to change our belief to do that, that's where you start. It's important that we align ourselves, because spirit really has a big job for us all. We all have a part to play, no matter if you're sitting home and you can't. I remember when I couldn't move and I was in a lot of pain and I couldn't do anything. I would just lay there and it's just send love out. I didn't know what else to do. I couldn't do anything else. But we have all that available to us, and we know energy's everywhere. Everything's energy. We are energy. We're frequency. And I got that. Where to go? I kept getting trust fall. Like this is it's a trust fall. We don't know what we don't know, right? We know we want XYZ or would prefer to experience those things. And maybe we don't know how to get there, and that's okay. Decide that is where you would prefer to be, and allow, and that it's just going to pour in. Pisces is magic. It really
Well,
is.
and Crystal Ascension is asking, where do you
Sorry.
get courage from?
Mm,
You get the courage from deep within, but that deep within is your shadow work,
yeah.
your ancestral shadow work, your DNA shadow work, because some of this stuff goes back to the beginning of your family's line, which could be when you were clan of the bear cave, you know?
Mm,
So this is it. You just have to find it within yourself. Nobody can put your boots on better than you.
Mm-mm.
Grab your shoes by the bootstraps and pull them on.
It's a decision. It's a awake. Oh, that's not the word I want. It's a decision. Like, okay, I know this is what I want, or this is I hate. I don't like the word want. What's the word I'm looking for? When you make a decision, it is fearless. It is courage. A
Yeah,
courageous
a
decision.
simple one. I got to go get my teeth cleaned. That's a simple decision, but it's often hard because we go to the dentist and let him beat us up, knowing that that's going to be the outcome, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, if you want a chart, you can email me now. I'll create your chart and send it to you. Um, Hypnicity's North Node is also her rising sign in Virgo. So see, Hypnicity, that's a lot of I'm not good enough energy. That's the low side of Virgo. Now let's go to the high side of Virgo. They're the goddesses, they're the earth angels, they're the healers. I mean, very wise.
The nurse and the
Mm,
harvest, and she wants to harvest wellness.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Red Dragon. Have to work at not being stubborn too.
Yeah.
The eclipse was at 15 degrees.
Yes.
Then that was at 2:10. It was 2:09 exact p.m. Eastern time, 11:09 a.m. Pacific time. But this eclipse was seen by 85% of the world except in the Americas. It was the longest eclipse in 100 years. In duration was 6 minutes. And it was like 90 minutes from beginning to end. I keep getting different times, so I'm not sure which one would be perfect. But that 6 minutes was like from I think it was 2:12 to 2:18. So I was really kind of using my focus. I'd put something on my post so in case anybody wanted to do that, but it doesn't matter. We
Right.
have 3 days before, 3 days after with every full moon, and plus a lot more time. Go ahead,
Well,
Diane.
I have the eclipse, not the eclipse, but the time of the exact opposition between the sun and the moon was at 2:20. I think it's 2:26 in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, see, and it depends because it just changes
Yeah, I mean, I'm 2 minutes away from her.
Oh, okay.
Air. 2 minutes of arc.
Oh, okay. So yeah, on here, it started at 11:28 a.m. and it went to 4:55 p.m. That was a pre-numbral and post-numbral. Okay, are in on that. It gets really convoluted, doesn't it? It's a lot when you're trying to track an eclipse time thing. But and I keep getting surrender. Remember, Pisces removes toxins too. Virgo loves to remove toxins. Like if you have an addiction or something you want to give up, sugar, something like that, this would be good too. Cellular purification. It's just all about purifying, and that's going to go on the next couple weeks. And then we're going to get to 29 degrees Virgo, and that Virgo is going to go, and how did you do? Virgo, sir. I did pull a couple cards too. I got access your gifts, explore your treasure chest, accept who you truly are. I don't know if you can see that. It's a unicorn deck. So that's important. You are the treasure chest. And then I got open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. And that's also Pisces, very sensitive. So is Virgo. And I got overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And this one I love for us, Diana. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss.
I love it.
Yeah.
You got it. I'll do that.
Yeah. And so that's it. And I did pull, what happened? I do like this Golden Future deck, Diana Cooper. I had something.
I haven't gotten a new Cooper deck in a while. Maybe I need that one.
Oh, now this is perfect. Jump, shift your life. Look at all that energy around that. It's jumping timelines. That's exactly what we're doing. We're jumping timelines going into, and we're using our creativity. So Diana was on it today. Jumping timelines by Junior Creativity. What you love. Express your soul energy.
Why do I having a deja vu over that card?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
And isn't that a full moon in there too?
It's amazing, but this is a deja vu. Did I have it in my dream last night?
Probably. Even those dreams, girl. Wow. I crash out so hard. I don't even know. I'm on a plane. I don't know where I'm at. But the fixed signs are a little difficult, but that's why we're all signs. We can we can go into the best way to deal with any sign is to go across from it. But of course, if that's going to give you trouble, you got to look at what's being highlighted at the moment.
Right.
Hi, Jen
So
Bean.
fixed is also somebody who sticks to it till they get the job done.
True. Very.
Pardon me.
I know, isn't it cool? By the way, loving the bees, Diana. I love it too. It's so cool. And this is what makes her.
It's been pretty cold, so I need to get out there and check and see how their honey water level is doing. I put an onboard feeder in the upper box, not the super, but the other box, the box in the middle. Let's put it that way. And it's almost 2 weeks, but it's been cold, so I don't know what to expect with them drinking 6 liters. How long will that take? That's not quite a gallon. But I was putting out a pickle jar, a Clausen pickle jar, so the size of that, and I was filling that with honey water, and they could go through that in a day.
Wow.
I don't know what to expect, and because it's been cold and they need it for energy, I should go out and check it.
Yeah. They went through a whole pickle jar of water?
Yeah, a day.
A day?
Unless the possum has figured out a way to get it.
Oh, Lord.
My Larry. My little Larry.
Larry. Wow. Is there anything anyone has any questions on? Or Diana, do you want to talk about anything?
Okay, what is your North Node in Leo? Okay, so how does Leo go forward? Where's your sun? Where's your moon? Take those things into consideration.
Where's the house?
The best thing, the information for your Leo North Node is what house is it in. That's what's going to be affected. So if it's in the 6th house, your Leo has to balance himself in order to go forward, right? And so the opposite of that is Aquarius, and that is Leo is fixed and Aquarius is fixed. And so in Aquarius, you have to let go. You gotta, if it takes a lightning bolt for you to do it, then do it. Go have a primal scream and get rid of what doesn't serve you, so that you've made room for going forward.
Mm-hmm. And Aquarius can detach. They kind of look at Leo, because I have this in my chart. And I'm like, too much heart. get your heart out of there,
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, Aquarius is like, come on now, let's just get to the point, move along. And then sometimes I go, wow, that was really cold, until there's a balance.
I like that toxin slayer.
I do too. I love it. Is the moon beautiful? Oh, I got cloudy skies again. Darn it.
Oh man, I was able to see that moon last night, 3 o'clock this morning, shining like, oh my gosh, just lit up every bedroom upstairs.
Oh man, that's so cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Andrea, 3 minute
Yeah, right?
vision. It is. It's like sometimes you're like, whoa, where am I at? What's going on? Um, River Dragon, I'm the same way. If it's something like a pit bull that won't let go, oh my God, I had to learn how to let go. There's so many lessons to ascension and to navigating this whole journey. It's fear makes us hold on. That's another thing. That's basically what today's being talked about. We have two choices in life, really, in every moment. I mean, fear or love. And if we can stay in our heart and really hold that space, face the fears. Like Black Moon Lilith was involved in this chart a lot, and she's gonna stay, and she's still in Scorpio. She's at 18 degrees, so she is gonna be there a little while longer. Next couple months, she's gonna be playing in there, and when we have the sun going into Scorpio, that's gonna be powerful. And it's like spirit helps us release things in layers, right? So this is an eclipse. So Diana and I have been saying this since the last eclipse. Let it go. Be in your heart. Stay. Breathe. Take the pause. But then there'll come a big one like today, and it's like I knew a couple weeks ago what they were saying would be best for my next best step. But then I know Scorpio season's coming and it's going to come, something else after this eclipse season. So it's just a matter of preparing yourself. Like every full moon is a release point. And for years, I released the same thing until it actually went away. Sometimes that's the way it is. Huh.
Yeah. And it's the full moon, so we got to do all the thingies, cinnamon in the door.
Yeah.
Some people say don't put water out on an eclipse, but I don't agree with that because this is what we want to get rid of, man. And
Yeah.
so it helps to wash it away, whether you just use it on your hands or make tea out of it or whatever you do, right?
I love that. I love eclipse water though.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. It helps. Yeah, make tea out of it. Exactly. Do a detox with eclipse water. Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Candles glowing, all the things. Write
Cinnamon,
down what
salt.
no longer serves your purpose.
Yeah, burn it. Yeah, safely. I put salt in on my thresholds. I do salt. Clear wipe off the front door, kind of thing, or sweep in the front. But when you blow the cinnamon in, you're supposed to just let it sit there for a couple of days. I did that. I burned a candle, burned sage. Burned sage when we got together. I always pull us together into a big gold sparkly bubble. So of protection and wisdom. And we will be back on the next eclipse on the 21st. And on the 22nd is fall equinox. So that's going to be big for ceremony stuff. We could do a lot, bring some ideas in. I see grid. Oh, Kay said she sees a grid from Nancy Jean behind you. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
I love it. I love it. I charge it up. I don't charge it up every month, but I do charge it up pretty often.
Yeah, if there's a full moon, or if it's like, even if I can't see it, I just kind of open my blinds and just let it come in my room. I got too many things to take outside. I don't. Um, Barbara is a Scorpio, used to letting go. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Because Scorpios are good though, because they are very efficient at cleaning down into
That-
this. Yeah,
Which is
getting.
the funny thing about, I mean, the fixed signs, it's kind of funny that they are able to disconnect from certain things.
Hmm.
Like 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 the FBI and the CIA and the police departments really like to have Scorpios and Aquarians
Hmm.
as their force.
They can get down into, yeah, they figured it out. They got the details. And the stink. I
But
don't know.
whether they're fixated on their job.
Yeah. I mean, that's it, over focused. Yes. I like this. Mary Thornberry says her dogs lick up her cinnamon. That's so cute.
That's cool.
And in Kay says, yeah, letting go it is tough. It's not easy.
Well, for all of us, right?
Yeah. And I can see you doing this. Red Dragon. I just ran around my fire cauldron. I love it. Aw, you're welcome, Crystal Ascension. We really appreciate you all so much. We love you. Love hanging out with you.
Yeah.
And we will be back at 21st, and we'll do like a partial solar eclipse and a fall equinox thing together. Unless you want to do two separate shows, Diana, that's up to you. So, whatever you feel.
Oh, what?
It's too early. It's okay.
Right? Mediumship. Talk to your
Oh,
guides. They will give you the answers.
perfect. That
That
is,
was at the bottom of the deck.
oh man, that's perfect. Talk to your guides and go in and dream and use your imagination and create the life you prefer. And
Yep.
we will see
Absolutely.
you at the end of the month. We love you all very much. Thanks for hanging out with us. Guys, be safe.
Right. Love you
Happy
guys.
eclipse.
Bye bye.